Hiya everyone, this is test number 13, and test number 13 actually goes in quite a different direction to the others. Although there is still the A444, it does go in it goes off in a different direction. So my advice would be to watch this one right until the end, and then you can get the full kind of idea about where it goes. But we've just turned left out of the test centre onto Bayton Road, and we're going to go up to the traffic lights at the top of the road here. So this is 13 of 15, and you'll find the other test routes all in the kind of series. Just click the subscribe button, and there you go, you'll see all the rest of them there as well. Plenty to be looking at. We're just turning left, we're on Bayton Road, and we're turning left into COVENTRY Road here. Just make sure I don't stop on the crossing. There we go. So very often, as you turn left at those traffic lights, there's very often a little bit of a queue here, and that's because of the next set of lights that we're going to come to. But we're just going to go straight ahead at those ones. Just going straight ahead. And it's going to take us down to the roundabout. So we go under the bridge, under the concrete bridge, and then down to the roundabout. And at the roundabout, we're going to turn right, and it's going to be the third exit, and we're heading off towards Nuneaton on the A444. So we're getting that in early. It's not a very busy roundabout, this one, really. So you can usually get on it quite easily. Just going to stay on the kind of inner lane. So this is the second exit we just passed in now, and so we now need to just change our signal, do our lifesaver look, move into the left hand lane as we come off the roundabout onto the A444. And this is a 70-mile-an-hour road. We've just passed the national speed limit sign. So this is a 70 road, but it isn't very long. I thought he was going to do that actually. There you go. But it isn't very long, so no real need to be overtaking people. In fact, here's the roundabout now. We're going to turn left when we get to the roundabout. Easy. And as you can see, this then becomes a 50 mile-an-hour road, and it's called Jimmy Hill Way, or Jimmy Hill Road. That's that. So we must keep the road down at 50 along here. Right past the two lay-bys. There's a lay-by on either side of the road here now, and you know, I have seen speed cameras in those, so do be careful not to let the speed drift above the 50 miles an hour when you come down along here. I'm just going to ease back a little bit and let this red car come out of the slip road there. I'm going to turn right at the roundabout, and so what I need to do is change lanes here. Over we go. So we're turning right, we're taking the third exit again. Just going to follow the line of the lane out as the red car in front of us has done, and that takes us into this position, and it will bring us into the kind of extreme left lane on here as you're exiting the roundabout, and that's just exactly where you need to be. So we're going to go straight ahead at this traffic light now. And this is wheel-right lane. Sorry, it's not, it's yeah. Forgot the name of this road. Winding House Lane, this is, Winding House. And it's a 40-mile-an-hour road there. So 40 miles an hour. And you'll see ahead of you that there'll be some traffic lights. And at those traffic lights, we're going to be turning right. So, just going to get prepared for that. And stay off the hatch lines. Then we're going to move into the right hand, or the right turn lane. That's just going to bring us down to here. So this is Winding House Lane now, and we're going to be turning right at the set of traffic lights. When they eventually change, of course. Yeah, so if you want to see the other test routes, just hit the subscribe button. If you look in the description below, though, what you'll see is some useful links for you, so you can see kind of documents from the DVSA. DVSA are the people that conduct the tests. You'll see some documents from there. You're quite at liberty to look at some. They're in the public domain. There's one about the marking sheet, and there's one about what the examiners are looking for, or what they're doing as you're driving around. So you get a good idea about how the test works. And also there's some links there about how to get kind of good deal on car insurance for when you get your new car, or for when you're practicing your driving lessons with whoever you practice with. They're all in the description below. In the meantime, we're going to take this third exit off of this road. And this is wheel-right lane. And it's just a little way up here. It's a little bit busier just at this moment because we're kind of hit school run time. So that does make the roads a little bit busier, doesn't it? You know, when all the kids are coming out of school and that. We're going to take the next road on the right. So we're turning from wheel-right lane, turning right into St Giles Road. There you go. So hopefully we'll get a bit of a clearer run now. Giles Road again is a 30 zone. Just going to stay at that speed. We're going to go all the way to the end, and when we get to the end we're going to be turning left. Again, there's a little bit of a traffic queue here now, and it might be just, you know, parents picking their children up from school. but we might have to wait for a few seconds. So we've come to the end of St Giles Road, and we're going to turn left. And on the DVSA website, it says that this turns you into Ash Green Road, but it doesn't actually. It turns you into Vicarage Lane. So they're not always dead accurate. You think they would be, wouldn't you? But there you go. But anyway, we're turning left at the monument down here. And whoever's at the front of the queue is being a little bit laboured about getting away. There you go, now the slow coach is gone, everybody seems to be able to go as well. Just along here then. As we come along here, what you'll see is we're coming up to a crossroads. And at the crossroads we're going straight ahead. It's signposted for Kearsley. So straight ahead at the crossroads. So and that then is going to take us into New Road. We're just travelling along here. We've got a bit of a lorry that's kind of taking up a bit of the road for us here, so I'm just going to be a little bit cautious since he's on the brow of the hill. That's it. There you go. Got past him, that's fine, no problem there. So we're on New Road now, and it keeps reminding me that it's 30-mile-an-hour road, and you can see why it needs reminders. We've got lots of like countrified type of place, isn't it really? So it'd be easy to kind of mistake this for a quicker road, but it's not, it's a 30 road. I'm just going to follow it around. All the way around here. Someone crossing the road on their push bike there, so just going to slow right down. I'm going to give him lots and lots of room. Someone on the opposite side as well. That's it, we're going to give him lots and lots of room, just to make sure that he's quite safe. Go. So in a few seconds we're going to be turning right. It's just a little bit further up the road here. It's going to be the next road on the right, and there's a white van just coming from it there. Just go over this speed bump. There we go, that takes us into Parkfield Road. And you can see here that the road goes a bit more narrow, and it dips down the hill as well. And on this like section, if you like, is where you'll probably be asked to do some of your kind of reversing manoeuvres. But also the main thing is that we've got to look out for these oncoming vehicles and kind of pick our way through. Go left at the end of Parkfield Road. Just make sure it's clear. then we're going to take the next right off of here, and that should be Charity Road. Certainly is Charity Road. I'm going to follow this road down then. And again, you can see that this is perfect kind of opportunity to do some manoeuvres along here. Park on the opposite side of the road, for instance, reverse back a couple of car lengths. As this road bends at the bottom though, it changes from Charity Road into Howat Road. And we're going to take the second on the right, on the left, sorry, not the right, the left. We're going to take the second on the left. And then that takes us into Hill Road there. And they call it Hill Road because it's on a hill. There we are. No rocket science there. And as we come to the top of the road here, we're going to be turning right. And this is going to be quite a tricky hill start really, because we don't have priority. So we need to drop the car into first gear, just catch the clutch at the bike point and inch yourself forward. Takes us into Crossroad, but a little bit of a blind one, a little bit of a tricky one there, so worth a practice. We're going to turn right again here. We have a similar situation from Crossroad into the Crescent, and again it's just about having the composure there to hold the car on the clutch and just to guide it forward. That's it. And you can see the road's quite narrow around this section, but when we come to the end of this Crescent, then we're going to turn right. And there we go. Now since we've turned right here, we've come into what is essentially quite a long and winding road. Now the thing to look out for along here, first of all, is the speed bumps. There's one. And secondly, really, is where the speed limit changes. So you see, as we're coming up here, it changes from a 30 zone to a 40 zone. But remember that it's still 30 now, but it's 40 now when we pass the signs. So we can just afford to go a little bit quicker along here now. Following this road now. Again, this is quite a long and windy one. Just have a little sip of water there because my throat is drying up. Just chopped in all day, you see. Talk, 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 talk. Still a 40, and you can see it's quite bendy. So although it is quite bendy, we still need to show, we still need to demonstrate we're quite happy to go at a quicker speed. It now goes to a 60-mile-an-hour road because we've just passed the national speed limit signs. And we just have to show that we, as far as we're concerned, that's okay. No? If you want us to drive at 60, we will do. Yeah, bearing in mind the safety angle of things, of course, it's not a target, but it is just the maximum speed that you can go, and it's a maximum for a reason, and that's because, you know, you should be able to get up to reasonably close to that speed in parts along this road. And actually, as we come round this next bend, you'll see the road doesn't straighten out or anything, but it does start to go a bit straighter. And so because it's got a little bit straighter, then we can now afford to go a little bit quicker, can't we? We can show that we're quite comfortable at this speed, and therefore we're going to be quite safe. The road surface is appalling in parts. We're back down to a 30 zone now. So just as we're coming back into the 30 zone, we can see there's a giveaway line. At this moment there's no one to give way to, so we can go through there, that's fine. And then straight away there's a mini roundabout, and at that mini roundabout we're going to go straight ahead. Must get slow enough so we can have a good look in the side road, make sure that it's clear. And then you'll see on your right hand side is the plough in, and just outside the plough in there's a mini roundabout, and at this time we need to turn right at that one. So we're right at the mini roundabout. The good thing here is to make sure that you go around the circle. So if you have to use first gear to do that, that's fine. Just make sure we go around the circle and not drive over the top of it. Then we're going to take the second road on the left. Second left. And that's NEWCOMEN Road. Lots of speed bumps. Seems to be lots of speed bumps on this particular route, to be fair. A few speed limit changes there as well. But anyway, here we are, we're in NEWCOMEN Road, and we're about to turn left. We're about to take the next road on the left, so it's just on this bend. So if you have a look, you'll see the road bends around to the right. That's where we're going left into this road here. Pretty much better for our purposes. Called Robinson Road. When we get to the end of Robinson Road then, we're going to turn right again. Robinson Road, we can turn in right and we're turning into Dark Lane. We won't be on Dark Lane for very long because we're almost nearly at the end of it anyway, and when we get to the end of this Dark Lane we're going to turn left Just there. So we've just turned left into Goodyear. Goodyear end lane. And again, we just follow this down. At the end of Goodyear end lane, then we're going to turn right, and there's a little mini roundabout here. Well, there's two right on top of each other, two mini roundabouts on top of each other, and we're going to turn right at the first one we come to. It seems to be clear, so you're going to take the car around here, and again make sure you try not to drive over the circle. And this is taking us into Bowling Green Lane. Just let this van come through. There you go. Come down here, we must remember again that this is a 30-mile-an-hour zone, but we are going to be taking the next road on the left anyway. Left there takes us into School Lane now. Again, nice and steady, just keeping your concentration level quite high. Looking away down the road, at least 4 to 6 seconds. And if I do that, I can see there's a blue car that's approaching, well, that we are approaching now. The blue car has obviously stopped. So as we cross this crossroads, it's going to take us back into Bayton Road. So a quick reminder to subscribe if you wish to. Look in the description box. Oh, you might win a car there as well, by the way. I didn't mention that earlier. But I suppose that's quite important really, isn't it, when you think about it? Yeah, so, you know, go down there and see what you can find. There's lots of other information down in the description as well. And we're just waiting for these lights to change back to green now, and it shouldn't take them very long. It's quite a busy junction, so they do take a bit longer than normal. And any second now. There we go. This is back into Bayton Road, and what you'll realise is now you're approaching the test centre, but there's still things along this road to look out for. There's usually lots of lorries coming up and down here for a start off, and they're going to cause you to slow down and wait, to kind of give way. And already we can see there's a little queue here of vehicles that are waiting while somebody else is reversing into their kind of workplace. And so there's all of that to look out for as well, even though you're only a few yards really away from the test centre car park itself. And it looks like he's got in there, so we should start to move forward fairly quickly now, or fairly soon. There we go. There we are, test centre's just on our right, so that was test route number 13, and I'm just going to pull over in a second or two, but in the meantime, I wish you luck with everything. Hopefully you found that useful. At least you know where the roads go. They go in a different direction for this test route, but I'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys.